What up, everybody? It's your boy 225 here with a quick tutorial on how I like to start my EQing process in my vocal chain. And today I'm going to play you a snippet of a verse that I laid down this morning. This song is called Forever Yours. I'll go ahead and hit play, let you hear how that lead vocal kind of sits in the mix. And then we'll go into some details on my approach on the start of this vocal chain.
Some days it felt like we hit the streets riding on full flats. I know that I'm far from perfect. Nobody walking this earth is but promise. I did some searching and pray my demons don't surface. So worth it, though moments I felt so worthless. I shed some curses and pray my karma don't catch me nervous. Boy, I stand on my own. I'm a man on my own. Girl, you know you did some damage, but I'll manage my own.
And that's exactly what I was going for, a full vocal sitting in that mix. It doesn't sound too thin, it doesn't sound too bright, it's not poking at you. It just sounds right to me and to my liking. Now, some of the mistakes I used to do when adding in the high pass filter is I would crank this thing up until it sounded thin and then draw it back a bit. What I actually came to find out was that I was taking away a lot of that rich information that I tend to like in my voice. So my next step is, once I actually set the high pass filter to where I don't have any of that super low information, is narrow bands. I don't tend to grab broad bands. It's some narrow bands, and I will solo the actual vocal and sweep the spectrum and draw them back to my taste. I'll go ahead and hit play and show you exactly what I mean as I dial these up and dial them back down.
Some days it felt like we hit the streets riding on full flats. I know that I'm far from perfect. Nobody walking this earth is but promise. I did some searching and pray my demons don't surface. So worth it, though moments I felt so worthless. I shed some curses and pray my karma don't catch.
Again, doing that technique on your first EQ is super important, because when your compressor hits, it's not going to be working as hard on those bad frequencies that you just don't like, and it's to your ears. Some things that I tend not to do and to stay away from: a lot of these EQs do have this solo feature where you can solo the band and kind of sweep the spectrum.
Days it felt
if I hit play, crank them up and fine tune it that way. I don't like this approach just because I feel like I can find a bad frequency everywhere when I do this, and listening to it in its full soloed version would allow me to just take out what I am not liking. Deductive EQing, super important. If you look at the rest of the EQs in this vocal chain, you'll see here more deducting, and even in the end more deducting. And it's because I want to make sure that as I'm building it, I'm also dialing back what I don't like. And it's my approach, is what works for me. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, please ask away. I'll be trying to do more of these videos in the future. Thank you for listening.